Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Ramadan Storytime with Sister Marsha. I am so glad that you are able to join me yet again today as we continue on with our Ramadan Storytime series. Tonight's story is going to be another story from the Quran for Little Hearts series. I hope you all had a great day. I look forward to reading this story to you this evening. And we're going to jump right into our next story titled The Morals of the Believers. The Morals of the Believers, Quran Stories for Little Hearts. The author is Sunny Yassinain Khan. The Quran is full of moral values, teachings, and prayers. These values guard believers from evil and wrongdoing. If a person has good moral values, he is not only successful in the world, but is raised up in the eyes of Allah. Some of the moral values which the Quran reminds believers to practice are given in the following pages. Believers are thankful to Allah. They never miss saying their prayers. Believers are thankful to their parents. They respect their parents and elders and avoid profane talk. And for my younger viewers, profane talk means to use bad words or talk in a negative way to your parents or to the elders in the community. Believers give alms to the poor. They spend their wealth for the cause of Allah. And by alms, we mean charity. Believers give charity to the poor. Believers are trustworthy. They keep their promises and they guard their chastity. Believers do not slander. They are not mean. Neither are they proud, nor they scold or make fun of others. So, in other words, believers are kind, nice, and speak good words that make people feel confident and good about themselves, not bullying. I know that's a big term for our young people today, but believers are not bullies. Believers are humble, kind, and courteous. There's that word kind again. That's an important word for us as Muslims. We must be kind. When believers become angry, they forgive. They do not behave as if they are better than others, and they do not complain. Believers do not feel hatred or jealousy. They pardon those who harm them. The word pardon means to forgive. So believers forgive those who harm them. Believers are moderate and avoid luxurious living and greed. So believers are, when we say moderate, we say another word for that may be fair. And for us to be fair to each other and be fair in the things that we have, and not to want to grab all the gifts or all of the items for ourselves, but to spread it out amongst others and not want to just grab it all and be greedy. Believers always remain patient if any hardship befalls them. They do not talk rudely to others or backbite or hurt them with nicknames. So we're back to that, being kind and using words that are good for us to use with each other. Being kind to our friends, not saying mean things to our friends, not having them say mean things to us. Believers do not tell lies. They are truthful and trustworthy. They always speak the truth. May Allah help us all to possess good moral values. Ameen. And so this is our story for this evening. It's the morals of believers. And again, it's from the Quran Stories for Little Hearts. It's an Islamic children's book on the Quran. There'll be some stories about Hadith and the Prophet Muhammad. This is our Ramadan story time for this evening. I thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.